This is the Reverend Dr. Gilberto Rosado for Traffic Multiplex. And in today's video, we're going to look through my emails. I've done other videos on platforms like Flipper and whatnot, and to give you guys some ideas of what's going on there and how to improve on those ideas. In this video, I'm reading from my email from one of these email blaster type of memberships, I guess you can call that. They constantly send you daily email blasts from other members. So basically, it's an email fan club where you sign up to send emails, but of course you have to receive emails, and supposedly that's supposed to work in your favor. You're trying to market to other people who are trying to market to you. It's like a salesman's exchange. And I don't know in the real world if that works or not. I guess to some degree, like one salesman would be selling cigars and the others would be selling what do you call it, ashtrays. I guess that would work, you know. So I guess that's what the premise is of these email me, I email you type of things you can sign up for. And so are they any good? Well, they're as good as you can provide something, I guess, that it's an accessory to whatever else they are doing, other members are doing. And of course the hopes are that you continue to, or somebody brings in new members, supposedly with the same desire to email other members. So that's the premise of these things. I believe I signed up at one time I was doing an experiment, some software, and I wanted to engage these email blasting type of offers out there, and these pages you get on, you can blast out and send out free emails. And basically, they're giving you free emails to blast out. They're not giving you the emails. You're using their system to blast out to, 10,000 or 5,000, whatever it is. They're giving you for free, And of course, it's giving you these things for free. You got to think about this. So you get 5,000 emails for free, or 500. I forget now, but in any case, I'm still yet to see anyone really put down any place on the internet that they made a sale or made any money from these free email blasting. And so it seems to me that if there's really no big fanfare of testimonials, because you don't need fanfare, you want the real deal of people saying how they made 3 sales, or even one, for goodness sakes, just one sale from one of these free email blasters. What do you think that being a member of that email list is going to do for you? Make you feel better about yourself? So that's this little thing. I'm sure you can make a few, recruit some members. I think that the ones who are recruiting mostly from this type of engagement are those who are promising more exposure. Hey, you're on this list for 5,000. Well, we can give you 10,000. We can give you 50,000 emails. Just join us here. This page. Join this one. And so it just gets you on someone else's email list. The ones who are benefiting from these email type of engines are the owners, because the owners are getting you as a new contact, and they will send you other offers. There's always offers in this vertical. And vertical is all the products, services, that are in that same line. You think of a vertical as the same line of products or services. And so you just get put on their email list, and they keep sending you offers. You are a person. In other words, you're marked as a person who needs traffic. You need some more email blasters, and you are already someone willing to sign up to this or that. So, hey, listen, there's some lead capture offers and whatnot. The owner can make a lot of money. I mean, if they get $2 per lead and you got 1,000 new people sign up this week, I mean, that's money in the bank. So it's owning the list and owning the page, of course, that program that makes the most conversion, obviously, for this type of vertical. So that's what you need to understand. So that you don't. And I think it also gives emailing a little bad reputation in the taste buds of new people, because they say, "Oh, I tried email." I think that's the reason why they don't even bother trying to build an email list until later. They realize they should start their own. They realize that there's a difference between starting their own email and doing things like the those email me, email you type of programs. So I guess that's what happens later on. The email list is a very powerful tool, but again, it's powerful in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing. And for most new people, that's not them. So that's the caveat that you need to understand about that. Yes, the email list is something you need to do, but you need to know what you're doing, because you can easily lay to waste a good email list that had potential, but of course the naivety of the owner is what destroys the list, and also then your expectations from email lists altogether. So what can you do? Okay, maybe you join one of these email me, email you type programs. What can you do? First of all, your offer. Your offer, again, as like I say, you can improve your results if you fashion your offer more closer to the platform that everyone has joined into. The farther you move away from the platform, that vertical, the less conversions you're likely to realize. And then, of course, if you have the basic free membership and you're getting so little, like 500 emails out at a time or per day, I mean, it really reduces your chances. You have at least you need 1,000 emails out there to begin to test if something works or not. And to get like 500 is really, you'll need to do 2 blasts of the same email. And the problem is that often, or it's probable, as far as I can ascertain, that the same 500 you emailed yesterday will be the same 500 receive it today. So really, you're just getting 500 out. Since we don't know any other information, we're not offered that. We don't know that you're actually getting another 500 people. So what's the point? And again, if you're not very close to the vertical, the niche of emails and blasting out to other people, to make it plain and simple for you, if you're not offering anything that has to do with emailing other people, blasting out, and even improving upon the free 500, because that's really what you need to be doing at such a small sampling. That's the closest to the niche that you're going to get, and that will really test that list, because these are people interested in blasting for free. I'm sure they're giving you the freebies out there, And so that would be what I would market actually to them, and have a way obviously to measure traffic. If you have a WordPress site, use a stat counter. A stat counter is a WordPress plugin. I've been working with them for years, and I prefer them over even Google Analytics and anything Google. I just poo-poo. So Stat Counter, the guy is a fantastic developer. His plugin is fantastic, very informative, full of data. It's free, and it costs you money only if you want to expand on the log, which I really don't see anyone needing to do. That is beginning to intermediate level. It says only when you're advanced and you get staff to look through these data, would you want to pay for a premium membership, and even do that just to donate to the developers, because they really did a great job. They've improved that thing over the years. It's quite a wonderful tool. So yeah, I give them, that's the way I pay back. I just promote them. Stat Counter, very nice plugin. That'll keep track of your visitors, where they came from. And so you should see from your free email blast, if you're pointing them toward a page on your WordPress site, you will see that impact of those 500 emails. And just set up the campaign, copy a page and put it only for that link, so you have a link particularly for that campaign on that email account, and you can do several copies of the same offer, same page, each one towards with a different free, whatever free platform you signed up to. You signed up to one list and another list, and you should make a page for each of these. I'm talking to the simple way of doing it. Unless you know how to put a tracking code so that you can tell which platform sent the traffic to you, then you can do that. But if you don't know how to do that, it's just easy as pie, making 3 copies of the same page, okay, and using each of the URLs for a separate email blast that you do. And this again is for testing purposes, and what you want to see is the results from each campaign that you do from each platform, and that should be a simple process. And again, I would look at the results from this free emailing. What should you expect? Well, for 500, if you're getting free 500 emails, even with this improvement upon their offer that they're on already, so they're getting 500 emails. Is there a way that you can give them 1,000 emails? If you have something like that, then you should expect no sales until you emailed 1,000. Now, it's possible that between 2 different platforms with each 500, it's possible that you will get a total of 1,000 unique people that that is receiving that same that message or your offer, and then you have a test going. You see, but at the 500 level is too small a sampling. But if you get a conversion, you get someone to sign up with 500 emails, that's excellent. But remember why that's happening, though. It's happening because you have a very close niche, a matching niche to the one they already bought into by signing up to that list already. So again, that is like the most targeted traffic, and your offer is targeted for that audience almost perfectly. So you, again, that's why I'm saying that that's the way to test that list, because that list only exists because people want to get more exposure to their emails. And so any offer that is as close to their original offer for which they joined that list in the first place will be a targeted offer to them, and they are considered, and in reality are targeted traffic for that offer. So you can't get better than that. You're offering them the same thing. And of course, they can use more of the same thing, you see. And we're also talking about free access. We're not talking about them paying into anything, because they're on a free list just like you are, okay? Who you offer a premium to? You can offer them a premium if it's extravagantly better than the premium offered by the platform or the list that they're already on. So you can get away with that. But again, your sampling is so small that you may not see a result from that. Again, what you should expect no results, even with the super targeted state of both your offer and your audience, because simply it's too little, too few emails that are being sent out. And you know, you got 500 people, different states of situations, and different levels of suffrage, we can say, in terms of offers already. That may have been the last one they were to sign up to. They may have been signed up to that for a while, haven't seen any results, and don't even want to attempt anything else. So you're dealing with those realities, and 500 is just too few of a sampling. So that's how I would go about these lists. Super targeted, make your offer the same one as theirs, improve upon it extravagantly, especially if you want to ask for a fee. It's a premium thing. You really need to outdo their premium of their list where they signed up previously. You really have to outdo them all. Now, most of you will not be able to offer anything email, because obviously you need emails yourself. So what are you really going to offer them? Which makes it the point that it's really kind of ridiculous, this whole issue, and it only benefits the list owners, because the list owners are the ones that really truly only get people truly interested in, you know, in sending out emails. And so they're the ones that really get the benefit, because they have their full list, the whole list. Obviously, buying into a premium package where they generate for you a landing page, and you actually own your own email list page, email blasting page, and supposedly your own system, where you have control of those emails. You have access to those emails. You can send to that list anytime you want. That is the most powerful positioning that you can have with that type of system. So yes, if you're going to do this email blasting thing, you really need to look at it in terms of the premium membership, because the premium membership offers you the best access to and development of an email list than anything else that you can do with that. But again, most of you will not be able to do a premium membership, but I would test the waters with trying to match as much as possible. What things could you do if you don't have a way to offer a better email type of product or service? Is to look at what services others might be needing. One of the things that they may need is someone to write their emails. Some members may be from different countries that don't have English as a primary language, and so maybe their emails are not of the quality, and they know that it should be. They're not getting results. So it's stepping away from the super targeted state that we were talking about previously, the conditions for conversion, for optimal and maximized conversion. but at least you have a chance of doing something. If you have a great command of the English language, you can send out emails to the free list saying, listen, and you can tell them what I just said right here before this about, you really need to communicate your message well, uh, because you're going up against all these odds. The odds that you're selling away from the primary niche, that they took action on. And then, they may have different states of mind based on their results. And since there's so few emails that are being sent out for free, then really what can be expected to add on top of that? Bad English. Your emails suffer from bad English. They suffer from lack of copywriting savvy, which is, how to convince someone to take action, how to convince someone to join, and all that. Are they solid with the knowledge that they're able to do that, to get someone to click on that email? So if you can provide a service where they can, send you their email, you fix them up and send them back to them, then you can make a few dollars. I mean, some people make a living if they're living in a different country than the U.S. and whatnot, doing these $5 gigs on Fiverr. Some people live on the $2 gigs on SEO clerks, whatever. So if you're fine with doing a quick review on an email, fixing it up so that the person has at least a chance in his impossible endeavor of getting conversions with 500, then that's a service that, hey, $1, $2, even $5, if they would muster that, and it would be worth it to them. But again, we're stepping into the area of premium, of actually paying for something from a list that it was free to join. So again, remember, there's a big distance. Big difference. The distance now. You got to understand that. It's not just another step. It's a giant step. This is really big. From going from a free sign up and going into paying you to do something. So you have to understand that you have to surpass many obstacles. The distance is a great distance, and it is a great obstacle. So understand that. But that would be something you could try, is trying to help them get better results from what they're doing already. So that might work. Again, if you had enough samples, which means that you weren't emailing 500, you were emailing 5,000, then you should see something. I would assume that with 5,000, or each 1,000 equals 1 in general terms. So from every 1,000 names that you email to, you should expect 1 sale if everything is right. You might get more, but you definitely should get 1. I think most people experienced in emailing would agree. And even I used to be a printer, real printer, and I used to do marketing, street marketing for some of my clients. And I would always use this as, it was kind of like a hard rule, that 1,000 flyers equals 1 walk-in. You can get more, but at least you need to order flyers based on the amount of people you want to walk into your store. And I would tell them it's 1,000 for 1, because at least 1 person will walk in the store from these 1,000 flyers. Now, more may walk in, but 1 was almost guaranteed would walk in with 1,000 flyers. Those guys who would do like 500, again, it's a sampling issue. Of course, it makes sense that if you get 1 with 1,000, then shouldn't you get a half of a person with 500? But not fooling around with the numbers. What happens is, if you gave out 1,000 last time, okay, and maybe you got 100 people to walk in, so you figure this time do 500, and you'll get 50, right? It doesn't work that way. You really have to go through the threshold in order to start seeing results. And whatever the results are, it could be 1, it could be 10, it could be 100, but you're taking great chances because you have to hit the right people, you see. And sometimes in that first, like the 5 minutes you spent to give out 500 or half an hour, whatever, the right person or the right people aren't passing by at that. But if you had spent 1,000, that means an hour, it means an hour and a half, you have a wider spectrum of people and then a better chance of seeing the result. And that's what you have to think. It's not just the number, it's the exposure. You see, so that's time and exposure to people. So that's all that's playing within that number. That's why for emails, at least 1,000. I mean, you really can't do much with less than that unless it's a hot list. And the ones that really have a hot list are the list owners, and they know what buttons to push, you see. And that's their list. They live with their list. They make money from that list. So they know what produces the clicks and what people are interested in. Again, it's owning the list that is the most important part of using that type of system, okay? But in all things, what I'm going to tell you now, after all this is said and done, okay, and probably give you another idea for the emails. We did the improvement upon what they're already doing, providing a service that would help them get benefit from what they're doing already, trying to email these people. And then the third step is the third step away from it. It's actually they're trying to make money. Some of them are mistaken in trying to do it this way. And so, and I don't see any of them really dealing with that situation. It's a real situation that's going on. A lot of the members of these lists are doing the email blasting because they're novices. They don't know what they're doing really, and they're just hoping to make some money. So you can get into that third dimension that's going on with those email lists, and just put it out there. Aren't you doing this for money? You see, aren't you interested in making money? And so that'll grab this person's attention. That, yeah, I've been trying to make money, but I can't make a sale on these emails. And then you go right there for the second line, and you haven't made much with these emails at all either, have you? And that you could blast that away on these email listings, because that's the truth. And then you have an open mind. You have that person and engage that person, and then you begin to listen. And you again communicate with them. It's your only chance. Of some of these times you're only going to get one time to address yourself to them. So make it sincere, get to the point, and tell them, listen, this may be your only chance to see something that's really here to help you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to join another of these lists. All you're getting is emails. Oh, then come on, talk it, say it. And because you're talking, you're preaching to the choir there now. And actually, yes, you want the choir to realize that there's other things to do, okay, than to keep this cycle going on, and you're feeling the way you do, okay? And then you tell them, listen, we have this thing will help you move on from this silliness and start building a real business online where you can make money in whichever way you feel best at it. And then you start giving them your spiel, your speech, your appeal for their next project, what really they should be doing. Again, the closest it is to getting to reach more people, because already their mindset is understanding, yeah, they need to reach people in order to make money. It's a perfect scenario, by the way, for you to promote a traffic multiplex membership. This perfect scenario. And this person would be ready to begin a traffic multiplex membership with you, to join on your team, and to then also understand that they're growing. This is a great way, and I'm sure the fee for the traffic multiplex system is cheaper than a premium membership in any one of these email blasters. Plus, the effect of becoming a traffic multiplex advertiser or and reseller would be much more than with these email blasters. Absolutely. We don't deal with the problem with the emails. We don't have to deal with these with the people we're supposed to be reaching with our ads being deluged by hundreds and thousands of emails like I am every day. And that's the other point. They're not reading this stuff. They're not reading this stuff. The only reason I'm doing this video now is because I'm trying to make sanity out of the insanity of one of my email inboxes, which it gets thousands of emails every day, which simply I just throw in the garbage. I don't read them. And so, you guys are wasting time with these email blasters, and the people aren't really reading them. Again, so those that do bother, and they're the naive ones, you see, you can reach out to and appeal to them to use their sense. Use their sense. And to move on to something that's going to be real, something that's going to be there. The pricing compared to a premium membership in any of these email blasters is very competitive, and the results are going to be stupendous. And just make that appeal. Go look at this now, really, and consider that for you. If you guys know that we have there's some teams that have a hiring format to them that they're able to offer a salary, especially the ones that work directly with us through $5 .com or classiforum.com. And these job teams you can look at classiforum.com and look under the job section, and you'll see the virtual assistants job opportunities that are now there. And remember to be looking. You'll see my face, because the ones with my face on it as the seller or the offerer, those are the ones that are working, leveraging on a traffic multiplex system, if it doesn't say so directly otherwise. So go look at those job offers and apply to them. And it's the same thing that you'll be offering these souls out there trying to make some money on these email lists. And you're not telling them to not do this. You're just telling them to let's work a little smarter and leverage what we're doing. And they can leverage, they can use those same ads that they're email blasting. They can use those same ads through the traffic multiplex system. And the only difference is that when they send it out through the traffic multiplex system, you're not sending out to buyers. We're going to tell you straight up. You're not sending them out to other people trying to sell you things. Okay? You're selling, and you're not sending them out to other people that are going to just read it. All right? So let's put that out right there so that you understand that. But what you're sending out to, that the email list isn't, is that you're in traffic multiplex, you're sending that email out to people, hundreds and thousands of people, who are then going to send it out to their email list, to send it out and share on all social media, to send it out and to talk about in their videos, and put that link on there. There's a lot of things that put out on their blogs and make posts and press releases and send all that out there on a daily basis. See, that is the difference between traffic multiplex and these email blasters and things like that you may be associated with. And so you're taking the 500 free emails and you're turning it into 5,000 posts and searchable, rankable links on Google's universe, and forums, and on places where real people who are interested in those offers can see and will read. Will read because they're readers, not the email list. The email list are deleters and sent to trashers. But the people on the internet that are in forums, that are on blogs, that are engaging the internet, watching videos, these are doers. They're interested, targeted traffic, and you'll never be able to get that on these email lists. Not the way people are joining them, unless they're selling another email list. That's all they're going to be selling really on those email lists. Okay, I hope I'm making sense to you. Because this is a thing, listen, becoming a success online is an issue of having some sense about you. So you need to have some sense. And that will dictate what you do with the information I gave you. Classiforum.com, job section, virtual assistant, $50,000 a year salary. You take the next step and do something with that email blaster of yours, for goodness sakes. Until next time, thanks for watching.